What life-changing item can you buy for less than $100? 2 pet ducks. You may be tempted to go for one, but trust me, you need 2, and you'll have about $76 left over. A curved shower rod. Seriously, $10 for a tension rod, or $28 for a curved one that takes a bit more effort to install. But your showers are suddenly 33% larger and feels like you're in a hotel every day. House plants. They will make you happy looking after them. I recently bought a Venus fly trap. She caught her first fly today. So proud. Another monitor. Your productivity will increase dramatically. I bought a $1 back scratcher from an Asian market in town. Best $1 I ever spent. A nasal irrigation kit. Either the electronic pump or simply the squeeze bottles. I started using them both leading up to surgery on my sinuses. And I haven't stopped using them since. It takes some getting used to, but the relief and clean feeling is amazing. New pair of socks. If you've been wearing the same pairs forever like I usually do, there's nothing like putting on a new pair of freshly bought socks. You can totally feel the difference. I never realized till was an adult sadly, but I appreciate the feeling of new socks all the time. A decent light wake-up alarm clock. Completely changed my mornings. Don't think I could ever go back to using my phone or a simple alarm clock. Sharp knives for the kitchen. Motion sensor night lights. Can't tell you how many stubbed toes or falls they have prevented. Also a cheap intruder alarm. In my opinion, definitely a weighted blanket if you have a hard time sleeping at night or have anxiety. They have some at Target for $25 currently. A glass breaker on a keychain. Push it against the glass of your car window and it shatters immediately, helping you get out of a car underwater. Broken door, etc. Super cheap and life-saving. Vertical mouse. $20. Saved my wrist using it at work all day. It looks odd but it feels so much more natural. I even got a bunch of people at my office to buy one after they tried mine. Edit. Here's the link to the one I have for those interested. This post cost me over $400 so far. May sound simple, but a good pillow. It is amazing the change in body aches and sleep you see when you have a good pillow that fits you. Blackout curtains for your bedroom. An air compressor to air up your tires. Got one off Amazon for $30. If you have trouble getting up or functioning in the morning, and like a nice cup of coffee or tea, an electric kettle with a timer can be a real game changer. Or just getting an electric kettle if you don't have one. AeroPress coffee maker. The thing broke my wife of her $200 monthly Starbucks habit. The unit costs maybe $25 or so. If you have a large lawn or a property that requires a lot of yard work, get some 3M WorkTunes. About $50 and their combination hearing protection and Bluetooth headphones so you can actually hear your music without destroying your eardrums. They're a good gift too for anyone you know with a lawn or wood shop or something. At my old house it was a 4 to 5 hour ordeal to mow and trim the property. I'd likely have went fully insane without those. Sunscreen. No skin cancer for me. A 10-foot charging cable. Or a quality pair of shoes. A good shop vac. You will not believe how many uses around the house you'll find for it. Cobweb removal, water removal, gravel removal, vent cleaning, soot trap cleaning after a good scrub since it's likely dirty from other tasks, car vacuuming, dust sucking, the list goes on. Seriously, if you plan to buy or already own a home, go get a shop vac. National Park Annual Pass. Condoms. Foam roller. House plants, if you are inside a lot. First aid kit. An electric kettle. I'm American. A basic skincare routine. I'm talking like cleanse, moisturize, sunscreen, and if you're really adventurous, in need, get yourself a topical for acne or concerns. Amazing for your self-esteem. And also becomes a form of self-care eventually. It's so easy to forget to take care of yourself. A good showerhead. I cannot stress enough how a high-quality showerhead can turn getting clean into utterly zen. 30-minute self-healing and relaxation session. Edit. OK clarification. I don't shower for 30 minutes every day. Modern rain showerheads use very little water and I only have about 15 minutes to get ready in the morning, so this is a rare treat I let myself do once or twice a month. I appreciate the loving comments. Step 1. Throw away all your socks. Step 2. Buy 3 to 5 packages of the same sock. Step 3. Enjoy a life without ever having to match socks again. A good chef's knife and a cast iron skillet. When you have tools that are satisfying to use, cooking becomes less chore and more hobby. You'll end up eating healthier, cheaper than takeout, restaurant, and ditching the dull Walmart knife and scratched up non-stick aluminum skillet are the best place to start. Editing to add, since so many are asking what to get, Victorinox 8 or 10 chef's knife and 10 Lodge cast iron skillet. These in my opinion are at the tippy top of the curve on quality to price ratio. These probably leave enough room in the budget to get a $2 steel from Goodwill and a large butcher block cutting board. As long as you use the steel with some regularity. A good knife should go a long time before it actually needs to be sharpened. Second edit. I agree that a good sharpener is important. But if you have $100 to spend today, you can wait on sharpener as long as you have a steel to maintain the edge. You will need one, but not today. Also, I am going to take another look at carbon steel skillets. Rice cooker. That fricker kept me fed during depression when I barely had the energy to get out of bed. Takes less than nothing to get some rice in there and flip the switch. Want something sweet? Throw coconut and sugar in there. Want flavor but can't be fricked to make anything? Get some Spanish rice or saffron going. You can throw tofu in there with it if you need. Yeah, it's not the best for you, but hot food is better than no food. A dash cam for your car can protect you from wrongful claims, also vandalisms and theft. A hammock. Bought my Eno a year ago and I have no idea what I did without it. You can literally post up anywhere and everywhere and it will encourage you to go outside a lot more. Fitted sheet straps. They keep cheap sheets from popping up at the corners. So now I can use soft sheets that don't cost a fortune and my sleep is undisturbed by them popping loose. Greatly improving my quality of life. A used instrument. A passport. Although, it depends where in the world you are. Where I am it is less than the equivalent of 100 United States dollars. Silk pillowcase. Edit. I got a silk pillowcase because I have really long hair. Down to my butt, and it keeps it from tangling as badly overnight. Meat thermometer. No more cutting open meat to see if it's done, thus leaking juices. A good everyday carry pocket knife. I use mine several times a day. A slow cooker. A Kindle or library card. A juicer. Blender. A donation to adopt a pet from an animal shelter. A printer. As a Canadian, it is really upsetting to hear about all the things that can supposedly be had for $100 in other places. Rice cooker. A SSD. SSDs are a gift from God. Carbon monoxide alarm. Please get one. A folding wagon. Getting groceries in the house, camping gear, etc. We always have it in the car and you can do 5 trips worth by hand effortlessly. Prescription contact lens. Edit. Didn't realize how many people would want to know where to order. So far my fastest option is ordering from OptiContacts. They will only take a week or less. Lens. Me is another option with more exotic brands, but they take much longer to arrive as they ship out of Dubia. Neither will ask for prescription from doctor. You just manually input your RX. Tongue scraper. A good set of cookware. Whether it's pots and pans, or a good chef's knife. Every investment I make in my kitchen increases my quality of life. Edit. I feel like a few people are being deliberately negative about this. For those of you who honestly don't think that you can buy good cookware for under $100, I encourage you to temper your expectations of what good is and check out Amazon right now. If you want a full-blown set of decent pots and pans, there is a ceramic set for around $85 right now. Ceramic cookware is what I started learning to cook on. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better than any Teflon or imitation Teflon crap out there. If you prefer iron like I do, Lodge is a great company and they have a 10-inch iron skillet on sale for $15 right now. Pair that with a decent chef's knife from Mercer, $45. The brand I am currently using. Then throw in a Dutch oven. Looks like you can get one from Lodge for $40 and it has a decent rating. And you're good to go. Those 3 tools will last for life if taken care of, and you can make so much with them. A shepherd's pie, pizza, fresh bread, soups and stews, stir fry, I mean almost anything. Pro tip: even if it says pre-seasoned, look up how to season it anyway. And never use soap on your iron. Scrub it in the sink under hot water. Heat it up on the stove to get the moisture off fast. When it cools off, rub it down with any old cooking oils. Just a thin layer with a paper towel will do. Nice try, Jeff Bezos. Good pair of shoes. Upgraded my box spring pillow, and purchased a sound machine before lockdown. I've had more solid sleep and am having quite more pleasant days. I live with anxiety and PTSD and am a cannabis user. Medically, proper channels. As a father of 3, fourth en route, life is simply compounding with interior place issues. After I upgraded my box spring and pillow, I purchased a sound machine. To be honest, each of these 3 things would elevate your sleeping and alter you days to come. Not to mention the medical. Each of these things are separately less than $100. I bought 8 meal preps, for $96 for someone. It helped them through a hard time and provided hope. They just got their own place now and can comfortably afford all their meals on their own. Edit: damn it, I was going to cash in this good karma for something in life. Not fake internet point. A weighted blanket. A kitchen scale. Completely changed my food consumption. Since I could easily measure portions, I learned what they actually should be, not what we in the US act like they are. That plus MyFitnessPal, the free version, even, equals me losing 120 pounds over 18 months and developing a much healthier relationship with food and eating. Very simple tools, but great for enacting real, lasting change. Thumbs up. Instant Pot. Seriously, I love my Instant Pot more than I loved my first slow cooker. It changed summer cooking for me forever. Edit: so many comments and questions. I get all my recipes and food ideas from YouTube channels. Too many to mention here. I bought the Zest Pot because it was cheaper. I use it mainly for casseroles, chili, rice and pasta dishes. It gets so hot in here that it's nice not to turn on the oven. A desk for laptop. Seriously, using it on bed or somewhere else isn't as great as it's on a desk. Also a comfortable chair. YouTube wants you to think the answer is YouTube Premium. A Brita filter water pitcher and reusable bottles. I cut out most drinks aside from water back in October, and we were going through 2+ cases a week. It was expensive, heavy, took up way too much space and was such a waste of plastic. I ended up buying a Brita pitcher from Walmart for about $18. We fill it up 2 or 3 times a day and everyone has their own water bottle now. When quarantine started and no one could find bottled water. But we were good. There were so many positives to buying the Brita pitcher that I wish I had bought it years ago. A collar that you can put ice cubes in to help keep you cool. I do a decent amount of outside and digging jobs, and this thing probably saved me from heatstroke. And only $20. Your first mechanical keyboard, but the second one will be over $100 USD. A library card. Edit: dear Redditors asking me about this. Did you miss the 4,000 responses below asking the exact same thing? A rice cooker. My mom always said that having one-use appliances is a waste of money and space. And as an adult now I generally agree. No quesadilla makers, donut, cake pop machines, etc. I spent almost 10 years of my adult life boiling rice on the stove and oftentimes messing it up. It should be simple, but for me it just isn't. I bought a rice cooker on sale and oh man, life changed. It's even got a steamer basket, so it's not even technically a one-use appliance. Perfect rice every time, and you can set it and forget it until it's time to eat. Frees up a stove burner. And meals where I cook rice now feel a lot easier. I'm willing to die on this hill. Heelys. Cut gloves for when you are chopping food. Upper back posture corrector. Rescue Me car escape tool. The book, How to Take Smart Notes, by Zinka Ahrens. Organize your knowledge. Incredibly useful for programmers, scientists, etc. The book, Man's Search for Meaning, by Viktor Frankl. Insight into the meaning of life. Blood oxygen monitor. The book, Emotional Intelligence, by Daniel Goleman. Understand where your emotions come from and learn to not let them control you. External USB drive. Backup your stuff. Know the 3-2-1 rule. 3 copies of your data. 2 different storage types, disk and online. For instance, 1 copy off-site. Pour over coffee maker and burr coffee grinder. Make good fresh coffee anytime you want. Daylight lamp for winter, to combat SAD, seasonal affective disorder. Traction cleats for shoes, better than slipping on ice and breaking your wrist. Yeah, my life is boring. So what? Edit. My wife wants me to add to the list. A food scale. It's invaluable for calorie tracking. You just put your plate on the scale. Zero it out, then add each food and write down the weights. That way you can log what you are without any measuring cups etc. A Paseo right. Many people aren't aware of the psoas muscle and its role in tying the body together. A great deal of lower back, glute, hamstring pain stems from a tight psoas, as well as pain in the abdomen, upper back, the list goes on. The psoas is a muscle that runs through the core, tying the hips to the upper abdomen, making it the literal crossroads of the body. Paseo right is expensive for a seemingly easy to recreate piece of plastic. But my God, I've been involved in athletics my entire life, bodybuilding and powerlifting since I was 18, now 26, and am a big fan of stretching, rolling, using lacrosse balls on my back and feet etc. When my roommate ordered it and it came in, he told me to lay on it as low and close to my hips as I could and breathe. Slowly at first I lowered my psoas onto this monster to immediate pain as a lifetime of use. Abuse and outright neglect were all suddenly addressed. Pain. Then it got easy, so I went a little further. Pain. Then it got easy, so I went a little further. In a matter of maybe 3 minutes I literally felt like a changed man. I cannot recommend it enough. We brought it on vacation and let our friends try it. The reviews were all the same. This sucks, it hurts, haha, this is crap. Oh wow, my back doesn't hurt anymore. Actual lifesaver. Edit. Clarification on the role of the psoas.